good morning, or at least it is for me. I just got up and I just was down here in the basement firing up the stove, which is not burning right now, not yet, it's getting there. But also I wanted to drain the battery again, to cycle it, and I actually wanted to show you that. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Here it is, and right now it's almost at 15 volts. It goes back up and down, and I've put on this small inverter. It's a 12 volt inverter, and there's like a power meter on it so that I can see how many watts it draws. And there's power on it. I have connected it, and then I haven't turned it on, but I'm gonna take off the battery charger and we will see the voltage will probably drop, and it did. And we'll turn on the the inverter. Okay, and the battery is supplying power to the inverter now. The voltage is dropping kind of fast. This is probably not, it's not good yet, but it's better. I was gonna try to put something on the charge controller. Right now it's just delivering the idle power for the inverter, and this number is weird. It should say 220 volts or 230 volts, and it really doesn't. I don't know what's it doing. I have like this charger for my electric drill, this one, and we can try and plug that in without any load on it and see the voltage. Well, we are already at 11 volts, so it's probably gonna crash. Oh, it didn't crash, but it did drop. And now there's power on that one. Okay. And when we get to 10.5 volts, it's gonna make an alert. It's rather precise. The meter says 10.5, and the inverter starts to beep because of too low voltage. So, but it's from the battery that had 1.2 volts. This is quite an improvement. So I think if I keep cycling this, it would probably be good enough to use for something. I don't know what. This is more like just for fun, to see if I could do it. Oh, it's actually keeping a charge longer than I had expected. We could actually take out the battery from the drill. And put it in. Then it's probably gonna crash. Okay, I'm putting it in. Yeah. It is charging, but the voltage dropped to under 10.5. Let's see if I can plug it in. when I unplug it, it goes up really fast. And when I plug it in again, it goes down really fast. So I'll try to unplug this inverter, and I'll try with this. Oh, that's too soon. 10.6. And I'll try this one, lamp from a car. I'll unplug this irritating sound. And the voltage, I unplugged this screwdriver charger, and the voltage went up to about 10.88. And now I'll unplug this, and the voltage it went up to 11.5. Try to plug in this. This draws a lot of power. This is like 55 watts. And usually the voltage goes down quite a bit when I plug this in. And it still do. We're at 8.67 volts. And dropping very fast. 8.5. 7.4. The problem is, as soon as I take it off, the voltage gets up to 11.34 voltage. So. And then I have the blowers from my radiator project. These don't draw that much, so these can be plugged in for some time. So I plug these in and let it run until it's gone down in voltage. It's draining the battery very slowly. I've been draining it to about 10 volts. I think I'll go a bit higher now, like 10.5 volts, and then charge it again. So, but this is gonna take a while, so I'll cut the camera. Hey, and now another hour has went, and the fans are still blowing, and the voltage is about 10.5 volts. Let's see if you can see that. You can see that. 10.54, and I'll turn off the fans now, and I'll set it back to the charger, and it will have another cycle, and we'll do that. So I'm gonna turn this off, and the voltage goes up very fast, and we'll put back the charger. Hi, and welcome to my playhouse, and this is an update on the 1978 car accumulator battery that I've been playing around with, and it has been charging all night, and it's right here behind me, up here, and the meter is saying, right now the meter is saying 14.48 volts, and I've been charging it normally this night, so the voltage is a bit lower than, I think it's lower than we've seen it before, and I was hoping that it would be able to run this inverter for a bit longer than the last time, and maybe with a bit more charge on it, a bit more load on it. Last time we were testing out these two. I've been testing out these two. We have been testing out this one, and it was able to run this one until we put in the battery, and we'll try that again. Yeah, so now I can stand over here and you can see everything. Or at least maybe you can see everything. But let's try to put on the inverter. We're gonna take off the charge, and the voltage is dropping to 13.45 or 342. It's dropping rapidly. And I'm gonna put it on the inverter. And the inverter is now at 12.5 volts. That's pretty good. So let's try plugging in the battery. And the voltage has dropped to 11.8. So let's put in the battery and see if it can charge it. It's definitely complaining. Even though the voltage is higher than the 10.5 volts. Okay, that's kind of an irritating sound, so let's not do that. And it's not even flat. There's lots of power in this. This drill has a power meter up here. Maybe you can see that. And when you press it, it shows that it's totally full. So it's not as if the battery charger is gonna do a lot. It really didn't have to work that hard. But right now it's running that battery loader, and this power meter I'm not really satisfied with, because it's not really measuring. Maybe I should try to reset it, but that's not important right now. Let's try to unplug this, and the voltage goes up to 11.01078. I'm trying the other battery. This one. So now this battery is running the inverter that is running this battery charger. Can you see that? You can't see that here. Okay. This battery charger, it's for charging AA and AAA and D and C and what are these called? 9 volt batteries. So now this battery is powering the inverter that is powering. So I'm back again, and I had to delete something from the hard drive so that I can keep rattling on about my reliving a car battery from 1978 project here. which is mostly for fun, because I don't think I would actually use that battery for anything really seriously. So, but while I've been deleting stuff on the hard drive on the camera, the inverter has been making a load on the battery. Let's go a bit closer, and it's actually doing quite well. It's still pretty low because this is a crappy battery, but the inverter is on and it's powering this meter, which currently says that there's 0.3, oh, that's amps. It's pretty fucked. Yeah, it says there's 90 volts. I think that is wrong. Oh man, the hell there. It's changing a lot. I don't think this meter is able to really show the voltage out of that inverter. I think that inverter is too cheap. I think the signal that is coming out of that inverter is so bad that the meter is not able to show it correctly. We can actually try that. We can just unplug this for a little while. There we are. Unplug this. We can plug this in again. We're at 11. And when plug this in, this is rather difficult with one hand. And now we are powering this one again. And the voltage, oh, it stayed up a bit. And we can take this one and we can plug it in. Here, this is wall socket. Let's see what we get. Oh, there's no power on that one, sorry. I shut off the power on the wall again. That was stupid. Now there should be power on it. Yeah, we have power. Oh, it shows 150 volts there too. That's absolutely wrong. We use 230 volts. So 150 volts is exactly the half. I think I'll try to reset that. Find some kind of this might be able to do it. It's got a reset button right there. Right here. So let's reset it. Everything goes out. 230, that's much better. Let's try to put it up into the inverter again. I'll just leave you guys on the table here. Alright. Now you can see most of the stuff. Cool. Take it down. Plug it in here. Okay. Now it has at least measures the right amount of voltage. That is pretty good. The wall socket was 236 and this is 232, so it's pretty close, and we still have some good voltage out of this old lead battery. If you have never seen a ladder car, you're not from around here. My grandfather and grandmother was really happy with their ladder cars. East Germany car manufacturer. Let's just say that I was not fond of it at all. It was really crappy cars. So let's see if we can see how much wattage this actually draws. Okay, it totally died again. Need to reboot this. Okay. Another reset. Oh, it really don't like that. No, it does not like that inverter at all. That's too bad. Well, and there's really no use for it on this one. It's okay on the wall socket, but this job it does not do. So, I might have another one that we can try, but I have to go search for it first. My plans was that this time that the inverter should bring the voltage down to 10.5 volts. And then I would charge the battery again. And doing these cycles, the battery gets a bit better every time. So that was the plan. This inverter has like a red light on this cigarette plug. It's really nice because then you can see when there's power on it. And this is the positive one and this is the negative one, and this is nothing. I had a lot of trouble with this because I plugged on the negative one on this side and nothing happened, and I thought it was broken. I was just about ready to throw it out. Or I would not actually throw it out, I would probably take it apart first and see what's inside, but I was ready to do that when I accidentally put on the clip on the other side and everything was working, so that was kind of weird. And the meter keeps going out, power safe mode. So, well, the charge on the battery is definitely dropping. I'll go see if I can find another meter and I'll get back to you. Well, the power meter is eluding me. I think in the US the most popular brand is called kilowatt meter. But this one does definitely not like the inverter. It works okay when I plug it into the wall socket. It's probably because it's definitely not a true sine wave inverter, so the meter is probably too sensitive for it. But the voltage is slowly dropping on the battery. Now it's 10.96 and it's actually going down very slowly. Sometimes it's even going up, but very slowly the voltage is dropping. But I was thinking about trying out this car lamp, trying to put that on and see what the voltage would drop to. We'll put you over here and zoom in on the meter. You can see that, I think. So turn off this and connect this. We're at 11.55. It gives out some good light, and we are at about 7.1 volts. Now we're at 7 volts. I'll try to change it to the other side. We're at 7.7. 7.6. The battery has definitely improved, because we were not able to do this the first time or the second time. It would just die. It would just light up and then would die. Okay, it's probably not good to get it down this low. I'll keep it lighting until it gets down to 7, and then try to put it back on the inverter. You can see the light, the amount of light going down just slightly. It goes up and down some. Sometimes it's at 7.3 and sometimes it's at 7.1. I don't know how it can actually go up again. Maybe it's because of bad connections or something. Okay, we've gone down under 7. So I'm gonna unplug this, and the voltage went back up to 11.3. I'll plug back in the inverter. And there's power on the inverter. Okay. I don't know why, but the inverter is not happy. Try to turn it off. Unplug this. So it's not able to run the inverter no more, although the power looks good. 11.5 volts should be enough to run the inverter. So that's kind of a mystery. I'm gonna put on some of the fan blowers again and load down the battery with those. And we're gonna start with this one because it draws the most amount, the largest amount of power. Let's see how much this can blow. This does not turn either. Oh, there we go. I think I'll let it go down to 10.5 volts again.
And the pump just went on.
I think this concludes this video. I'm gonna let it go down to 10.5 volts and recharge it again. The pump don't think that I should do any more video right now, so see you around. So it's actually been an hour since I did the last part of the film, and the blowers behind me has been working continuously, draining the battery, and right now it's at 10.5, 6, 7, 6, 7, and I wanted to put it back on the charger now. So the battery is getting better, but it needs a lot of cycles. It seems like there's probably a bad cell in there. One of the cells are bad, and it's getting a little bit better every time, and I think that charging it down very slowly with like these small fans is better than just putting on a big load. But I have to put on a big load to start with, because otherwise I'll never get there. It could run like this for the entire weekend, and I wouldn't get as many cycles. Now I'm gonna put it back on the charger. So now it's charging back up again. So hope you enjoyed this update, and do subscribe to my little video channel, and you'll see me again. Have a nice day. Bye bye.